In this video, I will be teaching about how to color code your project, why that's important, as well as label it, which are the next few steps in our Catapult project. So the reason why we color code and label things is so when we make a bill of materials, we will have a better chance of being more successful at filling that documentation out and moving forward. So the first thing that we need to do for our project is select every piece by dragging a window around it like I just did. Select everything, and then unlock it. Now, after we do that, the next step is we have to color code. So here's the rule for color coding. Pieces that are the same exact size, shape, width, length, thickness, all of that should be the same color. We can't have them all be the same. They have to be different. Now you can choose whatever colors you want as long as you follow those rules. So for the bottom pieces, these two, I'm going to change them both so that way they are yellow. They're different. And then the front and the back piece, I want to change both of those so they are different as well. So let's make those like a shade of blue. Let's do the side pieces next. And keep on moving through our project just like this and color coding. Now, one thing to keep in mind is when you're doing this, a quicker and easier way to do it is when you're color coding and you have to select more than one object. If you click on that object, hold down Shift, and click on a second object, it allows you to color code things a lot faster. So we got one more thing to do. Okay, now that we successfully color coded our whole project, we're going to go and just lock it back up. So that way we don't accidentally make any mistakes. Don't group it, but lock it, which is right here. All right, now the next thing we have to do is label it with letters. That way when we fill out the bill of materials documentation, it's easier to do this. So what we do is change from basic shapes, and we're going to go down to where it says design starters. Then the third option over, right over here, is your letters and numbers. I suggest scrolling down, hitting more shapes, and then after you do that, you're going to see your A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. Now what we need to do is shapes that are the same color will get the same letter. So for example, on the bottom here, I have both of my yellow pieces for the base. So I'm going to take a letter A, drag it, and drop it on that piece, and do the same on the other one as well. Now, one thing to make note of is make sure that any color that is matching has the same letter. It doesn't matter if that letter is the same color as the piece. If you want to do that, sure. If not, it's no big deal. But you're just going to go through the process of labeling everything like so. All right, now we have D on this side. We'll spin it around and do D on this side here. Then we're going to make the lever arm E. The dowel rod is F. We're going to make the top piece, the stopper, as G. Oh, there it goes. And then the last one that we want to add is H, which is going to be the little ball holder, just like that right there. Now, once we have all of that done, again, last thing that we're going to do is just go select it all. And in this case, we're going to lock it and then unlock it so everything is free, because we're going to need those dimensions a little bit later. Now, after you have this completely done, have me take a look at it so I can do a teacher check.